um, um, Now we talk about. I was supposed to make videos yesterday. I just didn't have time. I was too tired yesterday. Obviously, I made videos on Monday and Sunday. Thanks for all those views on my shorts. On that short I made from Sunday, and those two videos I made on Monday, or three videos I made on Monday. But anyways, which was last month, obviously. Back to the topic at hand about the console wars right now. We need to talk to Joe about this right now. And the work industry and the gaming industry is changing. Sony got no first parties coming. Other than Astro's Playroom and Concord, but that game's gonna be dead or alive pretty much. It could be a 5 and a failure, pretty much. Like I told Diamante too as well. You need to be calling out Sony right now. It shouldn't be just me, it should be you too, and a lot of other people too that play on PSN. And Microsoft as well should be calling out Sony right now. Because Sony's been maintaining a low profile about this because now that ABK got taken over by Microsoft. And they took all the Call of Duties away, all the Crash Bandicoots, all the Spiral games, Transformers games, and also took away Prototype 1 and 2, and then potential 3 and 4 once they make those ones, and then make a remake for 1 and 2, obviously. And again, that Diamante played too, Sickle, Shadows Die Twice, he took that away too. I told them we can talk about the console, we can talk about it, but I know your opinions are not the opinions I asked for, but anyways. Sony's in serious trouble, guys, because the Bungie CEO fired over 400 people in the last 2 years after Sony bribed Bungie most recently. And instead of him hiring new employees, he spent over $3 billion on cars. Found that out earlier, last night and this morning too. He spent over $3 billion on cars instead of hiring new people for Bungie. This could be the end of the Destiny games as we know. It might not be no Destiny 3, possibly, which was hoping to find Trinity Payback. But it's because of that, man, that CEO for Bungie really messed up, really effed up, guys. Like I said, like I told Cousin Kevin, we need to talk about these consoles. We need to talk about it because I'm tired of you being quiet about this. It's because the game industry is changing, the work industry is changing. And like I said, so it has no first parties coming. I know it's coming out this year, that's FC 2025, that's a soccer game. FA 2025, MLB The Show 2025, that's next year though. MLB The Show 2020, that's next year though. WWE 2K25, also next year as well. NBA 2K20, that's September. Borderlands 4, this September coming Borderlands 5, next September of next year, and then Borderlands 6 with the end game potentially. The movie comes out. The Borderlands movie comes out next week. Next Thursday, I think. But yeah. Anyways, get back to the topic at hand. Also, Tekken 9, that's next year. And Tekken Tag Team Tournament, that's next year. You see me come up, my mom Jinkazama with Rhea Mitchell and Nostalgia, Jinkazama and Nostalgia, in-laws, Eric is on Nostalgia. No one been an in-law in this house, but anyways. Because Mr. Ryan and Mr. Murray retired after they made these last 2 Tekken games, and they know they made strong connections already. It was right in the middle of November of last year when they made PS5 Slim pretty much, digital and the standard disc. Discless console and the disc console for PS5 Slim, anyways. Because Mr. Ryan and Mr. Murray retiring after they made Tekken 9, Tekken Tag Team Tournament 3. We don't know who's going to make Tekken 10, Tekken Tag Team Tournament 4 pretty much going forward. That was another game that was going to get double this, that, and Resident Evil 9, 10 and 11, and 9, 10, 11, and 6 and 7, and 5, and 0, 1, and Code Veronica X. Chronicles Code Veronica X was probably remade as well. Those Resident Evil I just mentioned, including 6 and 7 and 8, which remake, and then 9, 10, 11, then 9, 10, 11, those are remade pretty much. Like I said, Sony has no first parties coming, guys. We need to talk to Cousin Kim about these consoles. We need to talk to him right now. This is not fair. This is not fair what my cousin's doing right now. He has nothing to play pretty much. And as I told you what happened with Bungie, obviously Bungie is dead now. Because the CEO brought cars instead of instead of hiring more people, he got cars instead, and he put luxury over the employees that he had rehired pretty much. So Bungie is dead, guys, as far as Destiny 2. So if y'all playing it, y'all better enjoy the final shape DLC because it might not be no Destiny 3 after what the CEO just pulled off yesterday as far as buying cars instead of hiring new employees for Bungie. Now Hayden Hurst is going to take over Bungie. And I don't know how he's going to handle Destiny 3 either. That game was in development, but they said that game should be coming, but we just don't know when. But in the next video, I talk about the Sport Wars and me roasting my spin with Michael Jordan too as well. And Bill Russell falls double-digit titles as well. In the next video, we're going to be roasting Henry as well after this. After this video, pretty much. To get back to the topic at hand, obviously. Like I said, Sony CEO from Bungie, Bungie CEO, I meant to say, obviously. He's taking some serious heat right now. He might be fired soon. Also, because once Black Ops 6 comes out, that's Sony's last first party of this year. Before Microsoft puts every other Call of Duty, including when I played World War II. World War II was on Sony and Microsoft. Anyways, the Gold Edition, that was the one I had on Sony. But anyway, that's the only one I'll be able to install on my console pretty much, other than the free plays and then me buying up retro games and the longer games and the retro games I was playing on Microsoft as well. But anyway, to get back to the topic at hand, obviously. Because when the next Call of Duty comes, that's going to be on Microsoft pretty much. All the new Call of Duty come, including the Black Ops 2 remake. So like I said, we need to talk to Cousin Ken about these console wars. We need to tell him to spill the beans right now. He's not going to like what I had to say about this, too, when it comes to Sony doing what they're doing right now, and Bungie effing up, too, in the process. And also the work industry is changing because it's shutting down buildings, certain buildings, for certain people that are trying to apply to jobs. It's been hard for me to try to get back to work, guys. It's been hard. Even me playing on ZipRecruiter and Glassdoor, it's been hard. They're shutting down buildings no matter what you do. But anyways, get back to the time when the console wars anyways. Like I said, Sony has no first parties coming. But they got second parties, third parties, and retro games, and platforms pretty much. So like I said, this is not looking good for Sony right now. Sony could be out of the console industry pretty much. And that says a lot for me because I had Sony for my entire lifetime. But I'll be playing on Microsoft in the coming months in November. And I'll get Sony back, PS4 back, on one condition. And I told him onto this too as well. You need to call out Sony. What's going on with Sony right now? After we talk about the console, we can talk about it, honestly, but I know you're going to say, I'm fanboy, you know what you want, doing this one. I said, well, Sony is not doing good right now, they're on to as well. And I said, fanboy, I said, well, Jeremiah is gone now. It's been 5 months since his retirement. It won't be 6 until next month. And not only that, he already running Sony, letting ABK go on a competing platform, pretty much. Like I said, they have no first parties coming. They're around second party and third party. studios and retro games pretty much. Like I said, and I said it again, I was in second party, third party, and retro games. Also, um, like I said, I was about to say, I was saying, like I said, it's not looking good for Sony right now. When I get Microsoft Series S all digital in November, which is during Black Friday, in less than 100 days until Black Friday and Election Day, obviously. But anyways, I'll get Sony back on one edition day longer, but you need to call out Sony right now. But I won't get Sony PS4 back until November. So I've been looking into it, obviously. I won't get that comes back to the years. I'll probably get that in the middle of December. If the price is reasonable. I'm getting Series S all digital for my aunt doing Black Friday, so I had both consoles, mission accomplished, my EP is done, I did it. I got most of the games on Sony, just I had to buy both memberships for both Sony and Microsoft. I had to buy the games again on Microsoft, I had to get cosmetics for Capcom. And I have to get the 4 months I got on Sony that I got to get again on Microsoft, so I had to go to Geek went to the doors DLCs again, but anyway. Like I said, Sony has nothing coming. Don't worry guys, I'll make my Sony return in the summer. And that's when these timers up in Capcom as well. Yeah, some told me that to give him all this time, but I gave him all this time. I gave him 3 months. Well, actually, more than 3, almost 4 months almost. But anyway, that's the topic at hand, obviously. Sony has nothing coming. And even when MLB The Show 2025, that's going to be day one on Microsoft as far as that game as well. And even WWE 2K24, that's going to be part of Game Pass Pro and Game Pass Ultimate. It's going to be free eventually. I wouldn't be surprised Street Fighter 6 was free on PlayStation Plus eventually as well. But I think it already is because on part of PlayStation Plus, actually got PlayStation Plus actually play Capcom. Especially free, obviously, if you don't want to pay for it, obviously. Anyway, like I said, Sony needs to be called out right now. I should be the one doing this right now, but I had to call Sony. I've been giving smoke to them all year long, all 8 months so far. And most of last year and years ago, and 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and so on and so forth. So like I said, once I get started, that's all digital. If I don't get Sony back, guys, that's unfortunate. It's okay. You still taught me big the groups that I made on Microsoft, because they also have cross-channel when it comes to messages, obviously. All right, we're going to get Sony back, guys, in December, guys. Don't worry. Gotta have some patience. But I'll be getting it back in the center. If I don't get it back in the center, then it's just down to Microsoft pretty much. That's all digital pretty much. If I can't find the PS4 for the original price pretty much, and then it's down to Microsoft. It's my last console for sure this time for good. Anyways, when Sony lost their main first parties, including Call of Duty and all the Call of Duties and all the Transformer games and all the Spirals and Crash Bandicoot games, it wasn't good for Sony. They didn't want to sign that 15-year deal to keep ABK on Sony, so Microsoft signed it instead. They forced to keep it on Sony, but they only funded me and John when it comes to Game Pass going all the way if you got Call of Duty for the price cut, or you got the game for the Game Pass only, obviously. But John gets Sonic Superstars, and John's brother Kenny also gets Sonic Superstars later on this Monday upcoming, so you better play Sonic Superstars as well. Anyways, get back to the topic at hand, but like I said, Sony got no first parties coming. They're relying on second party and third party games and retro games, and also single player games. And then single player games, I said it in all my videos, single player games are not sustainable for Sony right now. They're not. So they're spending billions and billions out making these single player games. They're also multiplayer games, or they're spending too much. They're barely even breaking even. So like I said, it's not looking good for Sony right now. So I don't know what they're doing right now. Haters probably don't know what the hell he's going to do with Bungie either. This could be the end of the Destiny games as we know. You know, they made Destiny 1 as a pay-to-play game, and Destiny 2 as a free-to-play. It was originally a paid game, but they made it free-to-play after a while. But anyway, It might never know Destiny 3. I don't know how Hayden's gonna make the Destiny 3. They don't have the money to make those studios. They'll make that, not studios, I mean the game I meant. It's not looking good for Sony, guys. Like I said, Sony has nothing coming. Then again, as I told you, Tekken 9, Grand Theft Auto 6, Tekken Tag Team Tournament 3, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remakes, the God of War Trilogy Remake, Resident Evil 9, 10, 11, and Resident Evil 9, 10, those are going to be remade. Then also 6, the one that got Christmas is going to be remade, 5 is going to be remade, 0 is going to be remade, 1 is going to be remade, and 6 is going to be remade, 7 Biohazard is going to be remade, 8 Village is going to be remade, and then 9, 10, 11, Resident Evil 9, 10, 11, Magnificent 11 indeed, and those are going to be remade. They're probably going to make Shimi 1 to 3 remake. They're probably going to make Shimi 4, 5, and 6 eventually. And they're probably going to make those, who knows. Whenever they decide to make the Shimi 4, 5, and 6, you never know with that. You know, they might make the Shimi 1 3 remake because some of the best music, that's one of the games of all time, the best music of the games of all time. Doctor 12, Beyond the Dragon, New World Order like me. Beyond the Dragon like me. But, anyways, also, they're making Streets of Rage 5, that's Retribution, and the Streets of Rage 6 New World Order. Then they're making Daytona USA remake, I think, from based on what Sega said, obviously, and then Altered Beast 3 and 4. And they're making 1 and 2 remake for that too, I think. And they're making another Sega Genesis collection. I think they're remaking that too as well, I think. Quote me on that, I could be wrong. And they also make a Sega Part 2 years later, Bond 2 years later. And I know they're making Bandai Namco Archives. I got Bond 1 and 2, had to buy Bond 1 and 2 on Microsoft. Serves as all digital console, but anyways. They're making Bandai Namco Bond Archives 3 and 4 as we speak. But that one has Bisconian on it. And Bisconian 2, Galaxian 2, Super Pac-Man on that one. And the other ones. Other Pac-Mans on bottom 3 and 4, Namco Archives bottom 3 and 4. They're making those in the development this week based on my sources, pretty much. You know, I didn't know all this stuff because I keep all the sources for PlayStation and Microsoft. They would tell you when the games are coming out there all day as well, especially Part 3 and 4 games, especially if it's a bottom 3 or bottom 4 for Bandai Archives. They tell you when the second games are coming out, especially the remakes. And the new retros that are coming out, including ones at the 5, 4, 5, and 5 and 6. And the Yakuza 12, Sega tells you when the games are coming out. So like Bandai Namco, all the gaming sources tell you when the games are coming out. So I already knew what Tekken 9 was coming out, doing all the Tekken, but they're basing off this going off my mom's death, drunk as I'm nostalgic. But you see me call my mom drunk as I was Rhea Mitchell nostalgic, James Allen nostalgic, and if I know about the final in-law, I was nostalgic. And also, my father, if he was allowed to see, would have called out that death too as well in that game to see my mom's death potentially. But anyways, that's how I knew when Tekken 9 and Tekken 10 was coming out in January, same time for Tekken 8 came out, because Tekken 8 came out in January. It was originally supposed to come out in July of last year, but they pushed it to January because they would make it a collector's edition and deluxe edition. But it was always why they delayed it because of that. Otherwise, it was supposed to come out last year, but anyways. So like I said, Sony got no first parties coming. I already know when Borderlands 4 is coming. That's coming out in September. I already know what time Borderlands, the one-shot game, the Haunted Hollow DLC. That's probably going to come out in November. So like the Dragon Keep one came out in November of last year. But anyways, I also know when the one for the Hollow, the Heroes Pass one, also. The DLC, not DLC, the stage per se, for one shot. But I know when all those gonna come out in November, not this year. As far as the Heroes Pack, that's gonna be out next year. But I think the Haunted Hollow one's gonna come out in November this year. I'm almost sure. The 2K made the Dragon Key DLC very probably when it came out to the one shot adventure game. I had to go on Microsoft as well. But anyways, like I said, Sony got nothing coming this year, guys. Just gotta deal with it. Like I said. The next video I'll make, still talking about the console wars, but the next two videos are brought me Roasting Henny and Mr. Francis after this video, pretty much. The next one talks about the console. This is part 2 of the podcast. This is part 1 right now. This will be part 2, pretty much. Make sure you add me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, add me on Facebook as well. Add me on PSN, add me on Microsoft. I'm gonna add both consoles. If not, it's just down to one pretty much. The one that my aunt was getting me pretty much. And the other console was gonna get myself anyways. Let's say that I'll make my Sony return in December when Henny's time is up in Capcom. But anyway, just gotta deal with them not having no first parties. The main first party being Call of Duty, pun intended. And Joe's going to deal with this too as well. So okay guys, I end this stream right there. Make sure you follow me everywhere on Twitch. I'm already a Twitch affiliate now. Add me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook, add me on PSN, add me on Microsoft, the Microsoft app, add me on TikTok, Women Queen 4, add me on all my Twitch accounts. Or follow me on my Twitch, add me as a friend as well. Also add me on YouTube. Follow me, subscribe to me on YouTube, all three of my YouTube channels as well. The next video we'll be talking about the console wars again in the next video. Then the other one talk about the sport wars. Me roasting Mr. President. Then the next video after that, we'll be roasting Henny as well. Then the next video after that, we'll be get back to the console wars as well. We need to talk to Cutting about these times. Yeah, no. Okay guys, I end the video right there. See you in the next video pretty much. This is